The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Production, Fisheries, Cooperatives and Rural Development, through its Extension and Advisory Services Division, presents tutorials for peri-urban home gardening. Last time, on tutorials for peri-urban home gardening, we asked what is agriculture and how important is agriculture to us as a people. We found out that agriculture, one of the pillars of St. Lucia's economic development, is the industry responsible for all the foods that we eat. We learned also that the medicines that we use, the clothes that we wear, our furniture, and much more are all products of agriculture. In today's edition of Peri-Urban Home Gardening, we are here to help you to select the right crop for your conditions and the varieties that will best suit your location. Growing a home garden, whether to supplement your income or for your kitchen, requires that some wise choices be made in selecting the right crops and crop varieties for your situation. Fruits and vegetables are among the foods most widely eaten in St. Lucia, and they are quite easy to grow. Imagine a salad fresh from your yard. It is by far more wholesome than anything from overseas. Your first consideration is to select crops that are high in demand in the kitchen. These could include tomatoes, lettuces, cucumbers, carrots, cabbages, and a host of leafy vegetables, and of course, legumes. Then think about the growing practices to be carried out and the control measures needed to ensure that your production is successful. Consider also the varieties that are more susceptible, those that are tolerant, and those that may be resistant to pests, disease, the environment, and of course, weather conditions.
The best times for producing most vegetables are between December and March. Temperatures are generally on the lower side. We get a certain amount of rainfall, which goes well with the crop. But also, between February, March, April, that is the period when most insects are predominant. So, you need to bear in mind that if you're going to plant tomatoes around this time, you may have problems with the white flies, you may have problems with aphids. So what do? Do you have the means to protect the crop against these problems? So the home gardener has to bear a number of issues before actually selecting or coming to the decision as to which of the crops or which combination of crops has to be grown.
With all of these considerations, let's now take a closer look at some of the crops that we mentioned earlier which could be included in your home garden. A tomato crop is a staple for any home gardener. It creates an aesthetic presence in the garden and has countless uses in the kitchen. Great on salads, fresh with a dash of salt, or cooked up on a pizza, these easy-to-grow fruits are full of nutrients and minerals.
Growing your own fruits and vegetables means that the food the fruits and vegetables will be fresher and the nutritive value will be higher. This is because the time that it will take you to produce the fruit, harvest it, and to actually consume it will be much less than if you have an imported fruits or even fruits that have stayed on the shelf. As foods stay on the shelf, they deplete, they lose their nutrients like vitamin A, C, and E, and also thiamine. Now these vitamins, vitamin A, C, and E, these are antioxidants. And if you grow those foods, fruits and vegetables in your backyard, you are actually having foods that are higher in antioxidant activity, which helps to prevent diseases. So this in itself is that you are producing foods that are healthier for you and your family. Also, backyard gardening helps with a little exercise. You know, it's actually therapeutic for the family. You eat what you grow what you eat, and you know what is in your soil. It is free of additives, it is free of pesticides, which will depend on you. Most persons who do backyard gardening actually do not use pesticides, and we know that pesticides are causes of cancer and other health conditions, and so this means that you are producing healthier foods for you and your family.
Tomatoes generally do well with a little water and lots of sunlight. They do not like the rain, especially once they have begun flowering and fruiting. You can either purchase seedlings from a nursery near you or simply grow them yourself. Whichever you decide, be sure to choose varieties that would best suit your needs. If you are purchasing seeds, inform the supplier about your location and how you intend to grow your tomatoes. You should also get advice from the agricultural officer responsible for your area. Cucumbers. Cucumbers are also very easy to grow and may be a good consideration for your home garden. Like tomatoes, cucumbers have many uses in the kitchen. They have been discovered to make one of the most refreshing drinks and is a must-have in your menus. If you intend to add them to your garden, consider the amount of space that is available, as cucumbers tend to spread out and stretch their roots. Smaller varieties could also be included for making your own homemade pickles. With proper care, you will realize the fruits would just keep coming and your harvests are frequent and plentiful. For guidance, speak with your area extension officer on the many varieties that are available. Check to ensure that the location receives a lot of sunlight, as this is a requirement for a healthy cucumber crop. Lettuces. Indeed, lettuces are among the most sought after green leafy vegetables. Be it in your crunchy green salads or a healthy vegetable sandwich. Lettuce is one of the incredible leafy vegetables which are packed with essential nutrients that benefit overall general health. They are very low in calories and an excellent source of vitamin A and beta-carotenes. They are a rich source of vitamin K and vitamin C. Lettuce also contains good amounts of minerals like iron, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which are essential for body metabolism, a must-have in your kitchen garden. Lettuces are easy to grow and maintain and flourishes in well-draining humus soil. Successive sowing of seeds at least every 2 weeks will guarantee that you won't have to make that purchase in the supermarket for a very long time. Spinach. Spinach is another remarkable crop. It is high in iron and a wonderful addition to omelets, salads, and soups. Spinach can be picked continuously once the leaves are of a reasonable size, encouraging new leaves and new shoots. Place a patch in an area where it will receive plenty of water and sunlight, and you will be harvesting your full supply of spinach for a very long time. If the soil in your yard is loose, free from rocks, and deep enough to handle root vegetables, carrots, turnips, or beets can be included in your kitchen garden. These vegetables do not like rocky soils, as they can result in crooked, unattractive crops. However, these rooty vegetables come with some wholesome, health-benefiting compounds such as beta-carotene in carrots and antioxidants which offer protection against heart disease and stroke. Beets are highly nutritious and very good for the heart. Be sure to include some of these rooty vegetables in your home garden. There are many different kinds of peas and beans to add to the protein needs of your family. Broad beans are among the easiest to grow, and string beans are highly productive and make a good salad. The contender varieties are also good considerations. Pigeon peas can also be planted on the edge of your garden. These legumes assist the garden by fixing nitrogen in the soil for the health and growth of other plants. Whichever set of crops you decide to grow or add to your home garden, choose those that do not require too much labor or toxic chemicals. In fact, organic is the best way to go, especially for small production like these. I hope your choice is now an easy one. Remember, select crops that are high in demand in the kitchen. Be sure to choose varieties that would best suit your needs. You could include tomatoes, lettuces, cucumbers, carrots, cabbages, and a host of leafy vegetables in your kitchen garden. Whichever set of crops you decide to grow, choose those that do not require too much labor or toxic chemicals. You should also get advice from the agricultural officer responsible for your area.
Whatever of these you decide to add to your home garden, choose crops that will not require much labor and too much input. Organic is always the best way to go, especially for small production as these. I hope your choice is an easy one. Contact your extension officer if you need any further assistance. Until next time, I am Vernette James. Thank you for joining us.